Today we're going to skip ahead a little bit and move on to synthetic division. So we're trying to divide polynomials. We're going to make sure that the polynomial is in standard form and then put zeros if we have any missing terms. You need to make sure you use the opposite of k. So in this first problem, number 3, because my, well, I guess kind of like a factor x minus 7 here, we know that if I set that equal to 0, we would get x to be 7, so we're actually going to call that k, okay? So instead of saying x, I guess I'll say k, so k is 7, and that's what we're going to put on the outside here. So we know we're going to use 7 when you use synthetic division on the outside, and then we're going to use these coefficients 2, negative 16, and 19 here. Okay, this is pretty simple. The first thing you do is you bring down the 2, then you multiply 7 times 2, which gets you 14, which goes here. Now I'm going to add these two up, which gets me negative 2. Then I multiply again, 7 times negative 2, which gets me negative 14. And I again add down, which gives me 5. This is my remainder. And so when I go to write my answer, it says up here, use the numbers in the bottom row as the coefficients of the polynomial. The last value is the remainder. The degree of the quotient should be 1 less, that's important, 1 less than the degree of the original. Okay, so when I go to write my answer, because my highest degree on this one was a 2, this one is only going to be as high as x to the first, so it'll be 2x minus 2 plus a remainder of 5 divided by my x minus 7. So because we did not end up with 0, we have a remainder, so it's 5 out of x minus 7. So you put it over the, I guess, the divisor, okay? Now on this one, we know if I get the 0 from this guy, k would be equal to 2. And so that is what I'm going to use on the outside here. 2, and then I use my coefficients. So it'll be 1, 5, negative 7, 2. 1, 5, negative 7, 2. And again, same process. Bring down the 1. Now multiply 2 times 1, you get 2. Add these up. That's 7. 7 times 2 is 14. Add these up. That's 7. And then lastly, 7 times 2 again is 14. If you add these up, you get 16. 16 is the last number on the right here. That's the remainder. And again, you need to look at what's the highest degree on this one. It's a 3, so it needs to be 1 less. So when I go to write my answer, I'm going to start with y squared plus 7y plus 7, which remember comes from these coefficients. These numbers at the bottom row, plus a remainder of 16 divided by that, y minus 2. So if you remember doing like division in elementary school, what number you had left, if you're doing like long division, you would say like remainder 3 or something. So instead of saying that, we're saying remainder out of y minus 2. Let's look at number 6. So this one has a typo, sorry, fix that. It's going to be 64, not 645, because that would be a lot. And here your k value is 8. So we're going to put 8 on the side and then the coefficients. The thing about this one is it's missing the squared term, right? X squared. And so you're going to put a 0x squared. So when I go to fill in my coefficients, it's actually 8, negative 64, 0, 3, and negative 28. So watch out for that, please. If you have missing numbers, you need to fill them with a 0. And do the same thing. So bring down the 8, multiply, that's positive 64. Add, that's 0, fun. 8 times 0 is 0. Add, 0 times 8 is 0. 3 plus 0 is 3, and 3 times 8 is 24, which which gives you a remainder of -4. And remember, you're looking, what's my highest degree? It's a 4. So it needs to be 1 less than that. So x to the 3rd, and we'll start with 8. But here's the thing, these are zeros, and so that means that the next one that I'm going to use is a 3. So remember, this would have been x squared, x, that's a constant. So this one is actually just plus 3. And then your remainder is -4 divided by x minus 3. No, x minus 8, sorry. The reason why it's minus is because this is a -4. Let's talk about number 7. Okay, so just like we've done the last couple, you have to first get your k. You need to think about this in terms of 0. So this one is obviously different because it's not just like x plus 4, it's 3x plus 4. So you set that whole thing equal to 0, which gets you, you divide by 3, -4/3. So that is what you then use on the outside on this one. So it's a fraction. And then fill in your coefficients. There's nothing missing, so no zeros. 3, -8, -13, 9. Bring this down. If I multiply by 3, I get -4. If I add this down, sorry. -12 times -4 is -4/3. Positive 16. Add that up, you get 3. Multiply by -4/3, and it's -4, which gets you a remainder of 5. So it's all the same on this one. Again, highest is 3, and so my first term here is going to be 3x squared minus 12x plus 3, with a remainder of 5 out of 3x plus 4. I will let you decide if you want to try number 5 on your own. This is the answer you should get. So if you want to try this one on your own, watch out, because I think there's a missing term. So you need to fill in a 0. K squared minus 5k plus 8 minus 8 divided by k plus 5, meaning that the remainder should be -8. Okay? Try that one, see if you can get it, and then move on to your assignment.